Hello and welcome back to A Compromise. Plenty of you guys in the last video were definitely keen on this being called the Shmezzanine. And as I said, Mez just fits quite well and rolls off the tongue quite nicely. But plenty of you guys have suggested the Shmez. So I think from now on, this will be referred to as the Shmez.
So you're actually going to stick with that after you didn't like the Shmezzanine?
The audience has spoken.
Okay.
We have to go with what they say. So from now on, you guys win. This is the Shmez, from which we definitely have not been playing football. I'm not entirely sure where that shot was going.
And we're not going to play football today either.
No, what we're actually going to do is go back in time a little bit to when we bought these footballs, weirdly enough. Because me and Brad was in the toy shop looking around like big kids, as you do. And Brad came across the model of the McLaren F1 LEGO Technic set and said Tim would absolutely love that. And I said, yes, of course he would, but Brad, you've seen the LEGO collection he has in the office. The first thing he would have done is buy that as soon as he was able to.
Well, that's what we thought.
Yeah, and I mean, you even agreed. You said, yeah, of course he would have done.
We'll leave it
What
here.
am I thinking of? Let's not worry about it. And then we got a message from him last night in our group chat, which said, guys, turns out I forgot to buy the LEGO F1 car. So, the collection, as we will now go and see, you guys first,
Thank you.
is currently missing that one. We don't have the box for it.
Yep, we have boxes for lots of things, just not.
Now, that might not sound like a problem. You say, well, you just order one. However, at this current moment in time, when this video is being filmed, there are none available pretty much anywhere. I've spent the entire of last night looking, along with Brad and Tim, and we're only able to find two in the entire country that are able to pick up right here, right now. One of which is in Stoke-on-Trent, which is, well, if you know the geography of the UK, it's pretty much in the middle of the country, nothing really around it. It's a nice enough place, but there's nothing really to see. The other is in Brighton, which is down by the coast where there's beaches here in the UK, and the sea.
That sounds interesting.
It does, and the weather is lovely today, so I'm thinking we should go to the seaside and collect a McLaren F1 car.
I think, yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'm more than happy for that. We'll have to get some ice cream down there, maybe.
Who said you're coming?
Well,
okay, you can come. Someone needs to
film the journey of collecting the F1 car.
Okay, so me and Brad are going to go.
But we need to make a choice, I guess, of what car we're going in. And
well, we happen to have most of the Shmemobiles here in 1 to 18th scale models.
So, sun is out. Options. Vantage Roadster?
I'd rather not, if I'm completely honest.
A Bath 1 No, we'll leave my car here.
Yes, we'll leave your car.
Where is Tim's GTR? There's a GTR in here somewhere.
There is, which obviously is no longer here, but we do have a GTR Roadster.
So, convertible?
Yeah, but you're missing a trick here, Brad.
Okay.
We're going to collect a McLaren Formula 1 model.
Ah, so we're going to take the Formula 1 car?
No, I think we take a McLaren, and given that only one of them is convertible, I say we take that one.
Do we have an LT in here? Somewhere?
We do, but it's in the wrong colour, which is what's throwing me.
There it is. LT Spider, in the wrong colour, somewhere, there it is. So we're going to take the LT.
I think we take the LT. Now, as you guys would have seen in a previous video, we bought Tim this when we was at said toy store, and when he told us that he hadn't managed to get the model and that they're all out of stock, we decided to set this to angry face. However, given that we've now managed to find one, reserve it, and we're going to be on the way to go and get it, I think we can revert to happy face.
We just have to hope that we do manage to get one, because if we don't, then we'll have to swap that back and Tim's going to be unhappy when he returns.
I also need to hope that I haven't messed up the schedule and that Tim isn't about to see what this is before he's back. Anyway.
It'll be okay. We need to talk about the shutter.
We do,
and
because
a new addition to the garage that you have
we now
acquired.
have carpets. So these have been suggested by many of you guys, something very similar to this, and obviously there's a few different options you can go for. But ultimately it's just a dirt trapper mat. So when we are driving in, this is going to catch, hopefully, most of the dust and dirt that's on the tyres of the cars, especially when it's wet and grimy, before then spreading that all around. Obviously, we will park the dirtier cars right here when they come in anyway, but it's nice to know that this, once again, hopefully, will reduce some of the dust throughout the barn.
Especially when it's wet out and you've got wet, sort of muddy tyres, at least that should dry them off enough. So when you do end up driving from here all the way down the other end of the barn, then you should be okay, hopefully.
Yes, and I mean, I'm sure you can see there's some tyre marks in it already from when I've been driving the M3 in and out. So it is working perfectly well. It's doing what we needed it to do. And yeah, hopefully that stays that way. I'm sure it won't last forever, but they're sort of cheap enough that we can buy some more once these get ruined. Anyway, without further ado, there's a McLaren over there waiting for us. Let's go and get in.
Tom, what are you doing in just... I thought we were starting the LT and getting on the road.
We are. However, there is one thing I realised I quickly need to do. The guys at Thinkcar have sent us out this PD8 diagnostic machine, and as you're aware, the exhaust of the M3 was recently removed. And because it obviously had some OPF deleter cables on it, I just want to double check that there aren't any fault codes laying behind and everything's okay. I don't expect there will be, but this will help us double check.
Okay, so we should go and plug that in and...
We should get to the M3,
yeah.
And then we'll go.
Way.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so Brad has jumped in with the PD8, as we always say. He's the more mechanical one of the two of us. I appreciate it's not mechanical, but it's along those lines.
Apparently so.
I mean, you change your own brake pads.
Yep, I do a lot of the stuff on my car. And
it still stops and everything.
It still works. So, Thinkcar PD8, it's a really good piece of kit.
It is, and what I love is immediately I'm seeing the very old style adapter OBD plugs here. So if you had, you know, even an older car, this clearly would still work.
I've never seen these type of plugs.
Have you not? I believe, and I'm probably going to make myself look quite stupid, and someone in the comments will tell me I'm wrong. I believe one of them at least is for the older BMWs.
Okay.
Like the old sort of late 90s, mid 90s BMW
So obviously in a brand new BMW, we get OBD2.
Yes.
And I think we should probably turn this on. We've used this a few times for a few different cars just to check things. I've tested it on my car. We've plugged it into, I think, the Audi as well, just to see what...
I think the SLS threw up a warning light at one point. Yeah.
And it just does everything really well. It's really in-depth, and it's perfect for if we have any issues with the car. If we have a warning light come up on a car, we can pull this out, plug it in and go, that is exactly what the issue is. Here's how we fix it, and we go from there.
And even if we can't fix it, we at least then know what the problem is. So when we're speaking to a garage or a mechanic, we at least don't sound too silly like we don't know what we're talking about.
Yes. So we're going to go obviously straight into BMW and hit OK. It connects straight up there. Blue light comes on the dongle, I guess. And it should, with a bit of luck, start scanning, or at least let me do a scan. M3 competition, that sounds about right.
Yep, G80.
Yep. Tells you what your mileage, etc. is.
That's probably really handy if you're checking any mileage discrepancies. It might.
Yeah, if you're buying a new car. I mean,
values.
Yes, this is quite a big unit. I know that Thinkcar do smaller ones as well. There's a lot of different. You can pick one that suits what you need. This is perfect to have in the barn because if a car goes wrong here, at least we have a tool that will be able to make it work. Here we go. So we can have a health report and a system scan. So I think we'll do health report.
Those two there. Exhaust flat. That's obviously when we've disconnected the exhaust and swap those over because you've got to undo the flaps. And again, the undervoltage on the luggage compartment lid, that would have been for the wiring harness that was there as well.
Yep.
Same with those. So I think it's pretty much exactly kind of what we would have expected.
Exactly. It's just a few sort of small things, nothing too crazy.
And then if we just hit clear, does that then just wipe those off the system?
Should do, fingers crossed. And that should be good to go. So.
And just like that,
we are finished.
There you go. So
let's hit OK. It should now do another scan through, and fingers crossed we don't have any or many of them.
There you go. No, they're all.
So far, we seem
sure they're all
good.
gone.
58%, 97. Clear fault code completed.
There you go.
And we have one, which is just the exhaust flap. So that is something we'll have to look into because that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, but that's the fun of having this thing that we can see an issue like this and now go, right, what hasn't been done, what is changed, and get it rectified before the car sadly leaves us.
And if you guys did want, you know, an OBD reader of your own, the guys from Thinkcar have actually given us a discount for any of you guys watching, and the link for that will be in the description down below. So just follow that one, have a look at what they've got, and see if there's one that fits your needs.
Yep, go check it out.
Now that we've got that sorted, I think it's finally time for us to jump aboard the 675. And do you know what? I'm too impatient for a cold start. Brad, just get in, let's go.
Okay, let's get in. And do you know what we need to do when we're in?
Yes, that can come down once we're out on the road. You can go down on the move, it's fine.
Okay, well, let's get in and go. We are now on our way to the seaside, down to Brighton, in the 675 LT Spider, and obviously we had to get the roof off.
We had to. It's a little bit windy today, but do you know what? It's lovely. The sun is shining. I just feel so good.
It just puts you in that good mood when the sun is out, and I know we shout about the weather in pretty much every single video.
It's the UK, what else do we talk about
Exactly.
other than the weather? It's a British thing.
The way this makes you feel, especially being out in this, the bright purple monster.
Look at that, right there. You just feel it beating down on my face.
We've got our music on, and
well, we haven't at the moment because we'd get copyright strikes.
But
you
we've
know,
also got this. Oh,
nice,
so good.
3.8 twin turbo V8 with damn near 700 horsepower. Those cracks.
This car is just so much fun.
It is. Do you know what? I keep saying it, but I think we've all gathered that I'm quite a fan of the older stuff. The newer stuff is just a bit too clinical, a bit too electronic, shall we say. But this, for a car with a DCT gearbox and quite a lot of electronics, is actually incredibly raw. And, you know, even down to the hydraulic power steering, you just know what those front wheels are doing at all times. And,
exactly that.
well, again, with cracks like that on the go as well.
It's just hilarious. It's just so much fun.
It's just brilliant. The only trouble is keeping your foot out of it because, well, this is incredibly fast. This is one of the only cars that I drive when you accelerate as a driver that you feel the G-force and you go, oh no, that's quite quick.
And from a passenger seat, yeah, it's quick. Anyway,
I can only imagine.
I think we catch up with you guys a little bit further along our journey. If we see anything interesting, we'll try and get the camera out to capture it. Other than that, we're going to put our tunes back on and carry on cruising on our way to Brighton. Well, that's pretty crazy. We are just driving past Heathrow Airport, and obviously we have planes flying right overhead as we drive around the M25.
It's quite a cool sight, knowing that very soon, Tim will probably be going the other way, going into Heathrow.
He will be, yeah.
Maybe on the way back we'll drive underneath. No, he's not back that soon, but we're making good progress. Traffic, for once on the M25, has actually been pretty nice. And we've had a fairly smooth journey so far. We're heading around to the M23 and then down towards the coast, so let's keep going. Well, Tom spoke a little bit too soon and we have found some traffic. Yeah, I think I should have just kept my mouth quiet and enjoyed the fact that we were cruising along without much traffic, because now that's not the case. Yeah. Now have a 40-mile-an-hour speed limited section, and as you can see, everything in front of us isn't really moving. Hopefully that starts, I think it is according to the sign. Yeah, hopefully we pick back up and we can keep on cruising. So maybe you didn't speak too soon, there was a little bit of traffic, and now we're back on the road. So maybe it was just a minor hold up, but given that the speed limit has now increased, time for cracks, right? Yeah. Mr. Panamera, you was going to move with no indicator. Naughty. I think he's staring in the mirror at us. Quite possibly. There we go, now he's found his indicator. Anyway, onwards. Onwards. We found a trailer that says GP7s, Caterham and Lotus 7 specialists. So basically we're hoping that through this hole in the side of it, I don't know if we're going to get there, hopefully. Oh, we can see if there's something in there. Is there anything? Moment of truth. It looks empty to me. Yeah, it's quite empty. Empty trailer. Anyway, onwards. Nothing in there. First car spot of our drive. Well, half decent car spot. Actually, it's a very good car spot. It's an amazing car spot. Yes. In black, left-hand drive with the carbon buckets. Yeah. By the looks of it. And silver wheels. And silver wheels. Yeah, that's classy. I don't know, is it black or has it got a little bit of a green tinge to it? No, it's black. Maybe it's just my sunglasses giving me some. I think it might be. Oh, that sounds lovely. Okay, now this sounds great, but you can't beat an NA flat 6. And there was a box that we saw as well, roof down somewhere. Yes. I don't know where that's gone. Good shout out to you, sir. Enjoying the weather just as we are. We've now got windows down as well, just to give us more of that open air feeling whilst we're sat here doing 13 miles an hour. Yeah, it's not very fun, but we're seeing some nice cars and we're just cruising. No, but there are certainly worse cars to be sat in traffic in. True. It's getting a lot of looks, so yeah. Yeah, we've had a few beeps from people that obviously recognise the car. We've spotted a lot of you guys out there today, so lovely to see you guys, and hopefully we just get out of this traffic at some point and can head down to the coast and... Well, I want some ice cream.
Yeah, let's go get ice cream.
Forget the Lego model, I want ice cream first and foremost, then we'll worry about the Lego.
We've just stopped off for a quick toilet break and a few snacks, and we are now heading back onto the motorway. I think, is it motorway or is it now A road?
Same kind of thing, really.
Same thing, A23 I think it is.
70 mile an hour road.
Which means
Accelerations.
and noises and stuff.
Yes.
Welcome to Brighton. We are less than 10 minutes away from the Lego store, and I believe just up ahead of us we should be able to see the sea.
I can see the sea. There it is in front of us.
Should we have a little zoom in?
You're gonna have to.
There we go, there is the sea. Do you know what? I haven't been to the seaside in quite a long time.
I know, it's been forever. It's been, well, probably since I was a kid, if I'm being completely honest with you. Did we buy a stick of rock to take back to Tim? And for our
Maybe.
viewers around the world, we should probably explain what a stick of rock is. It's basically just really hard candy.
Yeah, it's just hard sweets that, yeah. It's called a stick of rock for some reason. This is cool. I haven't been to, like we said, we haven't been to Brighton in quite a while either, so it's quite cool coming back here and sort of seeing what's changed. Not that I can remember much, but just seeing what's going on down here. Maybe we'll see some more cars, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe there's a car scene in Brighton, who knows?
Now we can really see the sea and the sound of the V8 through these sort of narrow roads.
It really is echoing off these buildings
Oh,
an
look at
awful
this.
lot. Oh, wow. This is what we came here for. That view, the sunshine.
What is this thing?
What is that?
That's like coming down low.
So obviously that goes really quite high,
Yep.
and I guess that's obviously some form of viewing platform. I feel like we may have to delay our return, and
We're not going up that.
I think we need to investigate it, right?
We'll investigate.
If we don't have to wait very long, and we're on and off of it within, let's say, half an hour.
Look how slow it's going. It takes about half an hour to go up and down by the look of it.
Look, if we're on and off of it within about half an hour, I'm buying us tickets, we're going on.
More importantly though, we need to find the Lego store.
We
which
do.
Isn't far from here.
I've no idea where it is. Is it going to be in a shopping centre? Is it going to be just somewhere we can park outside? This is what we now need to figure out. I'm seeing signs for car parks there.
Yeah,
so
I was going
I'm
to say that's
guessing-
obviously going to be something to look out for as well. But
Yeah.
Brighton Seafront, I can see Brighton Pier as well, which obviously is a big attraction down here. If you're not from the UK, Brighton Pier is pretty well known, I think.
Right, so now let's go and find the Lego shop, see where we need to park up, get a Lego McLaren F1, and then let's go and see the sea.
Mission success.
Complete! Yes, we have managed to acquire it, so I'll tell you what, let's get the boot popped here.
I think we should probably show the box as well.
Yeah,
It's
that's
quite
literally what I'm going to do. That's what.
Ah, this might be our issue.
I was
though.
like-
Can we fit a Lego McLaren in the boot with my bag and then probably your bag as well?
Yeah, mine, I've actually left it in the car for now, but we'll make it work, right? But anyway, here we are. This is what we've come for.
At the front or the back?
McLaren Formula One. No, I think that might be the back, actually.
No, I think it's the front. I don't know actually. What have we got? Oh, yeah,
that's
maybe
the
it was.
front.
Here's
There
the
we
front.
go.
McLaren Formula One team 2022, and it is their Formula One car, which is really quite cool.
And it is. I see it's photoed with wet tyres. I wonder if there's other tyres in there, or that's just how it
That would
is.
be cool. Who knows? We'll have to find out when it gets built.
That
And then
could
the
be-
back, which we've kind of seen, we have
Yeah, the back we
What do we
have
have?
already seen.
some dimensions of size, 65 centimetres by 13, so
That's
a
quite
fairly
big
big one.
then, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. 2021 Italian Grand Prix. Oh, and the 2021 British Grand Prix, so Silverstone.
And I've literally just realised it even actually has the halo. That's really cool, actually.
Oh, and moving engine.
Oh, wow. To be fair, I see why Tim wanted this.
Yeah, you've done well, Lego. This is, and McLaren, I'm sure it's a joint effort, but this looks really, really cool. Right,
Yeah, so anyway, let's get this back in the bag.
somehow. Hopefully.
There we are.
Go. So the box we want to look after, the bag, we don't need to worry
Bag's a
about too
bag,
much.
but it's still okay. Just a couple of creases, if anything. And,
Does it shut? A moment of truth.
my bag might be going on your lap,
Might
but
be going under my feet, but yeah.
there we go. Job done.
Mission success.
Anyway, I think we need to go and find some food and then get back towards this museum. So I guess we need to work out whether we're going to leave this here and go and find somewhere, or whether we drive somewhere. We'll work that out and we'll see you guys in a moment.
We've just had to stop because the sun is starting to set and it is looking amazing. So we thought we'd pull up, get both doors up, grab a few photos and just chill out before we obviously figure out where we're heading to next in Brighton.
And unfortunately, where we're heading to is not what we've discovered is now the British Airways i360, which is a tourist attraction where you can go up and get a good view.
It's a 360 view of Brighton.
Of Brighton and Hove. Unfortunately, we've run out of time and it's now closed. So we're not going on that. But I think what we probably should do is jump back in this, roof down, enjoy the glorious sunset that we have in the sky behind us, and actually go and get some food.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, Nando's?
Nando's, let's
Cheeky
go.
Nando's it is.
Nando's consumed.
It's quite cold now. Not gonna lie, after such a lovely warm day,
Yeah.
yeah, it's quite cold now. And unfortunately, I've just made the stupidest suggestion in the world. Brad said, why don't we take one last drive down the seafront whilst we're here? And I said, yes, let's go. And let's go roof down. And as you may be able to tell from me standing here shaking, I'm now kind of regretting that.
I'm regretting wearing shorts.
Hopefully, with the heating on, we can get away with it.
We'll make like a little bubble of heat inside the car.
Yes, that's the beauty of it, is we'll go down the seafront and then we'll pull over, put the roof back up and head back.
Right, let's jump in. There we go. I did bring a jumper actually, so I was kind of smart with that. Let me just shuffle around here. Oi. Okay, we've definitely lost all focus, but it's okay, we're in the car. Hello, McLaren, anyone? Well, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll, there we go, we're in focus. Right, let's get a start up.
Right, let's...
There we go. And then, the magic button. Door shut. Sorry.
Oh boy, here we go. Right, I'm getting the heating on already.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna film the roof somehow when it, there we go.
I think we're just gonna go on maximum.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on maximum, we're gonna put that up. No, maybe not that high. Where do we, oh there we go, let's point it at our feet, so hopefully it keeps it as low as possible.
The roof is happy, right, windows up. Side, you'll put your window up, we need to make sure the rear window's up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go back to the seafront.
Let's go.
Our final drive through Brighton seafront, you can see just over there, Brighton Pier, which is all lit up, well it was until we got some building work, I think, in the way. What a fun afternoon we've had.
It's been amazing. I mean, yeah, we've literally taken a McLaren to the seaside to go and buy a LEGO McLaren. It's quite a surreal day, really. Well, and evening.
Yeah, now we're still here.
We are well into the evening now.
Hopefully, the traffic isn't too bad on the way out.
Hopefully not, and I just was going to say there that it has been much warmer in here with the heating on blowing at our feet than I ever expected. We've actually had to turn it down, as you can see on the screen here.
We're not on full everything.
No.
But we are ready to start heading back towards base.
Yes, so I think we're going to take one final run down the seafront and then jump back, is it the A23? Somewhere, I don't know.
Something like that.
Towards the Shmuseum. So, this has gone on far longer than it really should have done. We are now well into the night, and we're still only just on the way back.
Yeah, it's going to be another late night at this museum by the time we're back. But as we said earlier, we've had a very fun afternoon.
Yes, we have.
I mean, I guess we kind of have to thank Tim for asking us to go and buy this for him, because all he's done is basically said, yes, take one of my McLarens all the way to Brighton on a lovely sunny day with the roof down and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, and then he didn't say, lads, drive around Brighton a few times, do some laps, enjoy the beach, enjoy the sun and the sea, and the lack of sand actually at Brighton. It's a stony beach. But he never said enjoy all of that, but we've done that. I mean, real world, if we'd have just gone there, turned around, come back, we'd have got back well before sunset, but it was just too good an opportunity to miss, I think, to have this car where we had it parked, as you guys saw, with the sun setting in the background, and we actually stayed there and just watched the sun dip below the horizon because it was just so lovely. And now we're heading back late at night, and this actually where the 675 LT comes into its own, because as I was saying to Brad, this is no more difficult to drive in these kind of conditions than the BMW M3. Yes, you've got to be a bit aware of tyres and make sure they've got temperature before you put your foot down, but just pop it in auto and go. Music on, heating on, What more could you need?
We have made it back to the barn. What?
Put this here.
What a day.
But it's been a good day. I don't know if they'll be able to hear me. I've not got my mic on. Sorry.
Yeah, Tom's just chatting, but he hasn't got a mic on, so you probably can't hear him. But what a day it's been. This thing has been great fun. And we now have a LEGO F1 car we need to get out of the frunk and take to the collection.
Yes, I think let's just get that done. Let's get this open. And I think what we'll do is we'll just leave it in its bag and we'll go and pop this on Tim's desk. In fact, I'll let you do it. Ready?
Let's go.
I think this is becoming a bit of a usual theme. Once again, we've come in, put the LEGO F1 down in the office and, well, we've been playing football and, well, we may...
What have you done to this ball?
You know what I've done, you watched me do it.
You may have kicked it a bit too hard.
I may have kicked it a bit too hard and a bit too high. It actually got stuck in between one of the rafters and, well, you can see it's put quite the indent in it.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, we probably need to get rid of the footballs because we're not getting much done. But anyway, it's been a lovely day out with the 675 LT. I have to say, this has definitely been one of those days that you have to question, is this really a job when you're asked to drive someone's McLaren to the seaside and buy some Lego?
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. It's a bit unreal, but it's been a lovely day. It's actually the longest journey that I've ever done in this car. And, well, it's just made me fall in love even more. I mean, we all know I love the GT8, but...
How many hours did we work out? 8 hours?
So it was 8 hours up until we hit the M25. So about 9 hours, just shy of 9 hours in total, we spent in the car.
That's a good stint.
It's a good stint, and crucially, my back's okay, my legs, I'm not tired, I'm not feeling uncomfortable or painful in any way. Okay, maybe we're tired.
We've just been playing football, so that's why.
Yeah, but
no, the car's done it well.
Not from the car. It's, as I said earlier on, it's no more difficult to just drive than the M3. Which sounds really shocking, but that's the beauty of McLarens and their suspension, is that they are just so compliant on the road, and you can do many, many miles in them, which does explain why Tim has done nearly, well, just over 17,000 miles in this now. So
anyway, it's now become another late night here at this museum. And
it has. It's been a while since we've had one.
But I think we should probably call it.
I think we probably should. I'm going to park this back up. Well, let's turn this off. I'll park this back up and then let's go home. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed coming along on our little trip to the seaside, even though we didn't get any rock, in the McLaren and picking up the new F1 car. So until next time.